All right, guys. So I stumbled across this story that I thought was unbelievable when I first read it, but thinking about 2022, right, and how some people's priorities are just severely out of line, it is totally 100% a believable story. As a group of activists out of New York City are outraged, right? They're outraged and upset. Okay, not about the crime, not about the gun violence, not about the thefts, not about the robberies, not about any of that stuff. Okay, they're outraged about Amazon selling white privilege cards. You know, those white privilege cards that the Hodge twins used to sell. I think they actually still do sell them. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, apparently they found out that these white privilege cards are being sold by Amazon, and this caused them to basically protest Amazon over these cards.
Well, on this final day of Black History Month, activists are calling on Amazon to remove what they call racist paraphernalia from its online shops. News 12's Cecilia Hua is at the Amazon warehouse in East New York for us now with more details.
That's right, civil rights activists are outraged about this white privilege card I'm holding in my hand, calling on Amazon to immediately pull it from its website.
To give a platform to any vendor to spew this type of racism, it makes no sense.
In the shape of a credit card, it reads, "White privilege card trumps everything. Member since birth and good through death." Cardholder name is scot-free. These cards are being sold on Amazon in 5, 10, and 15 packs, labeled as gag gifts. At the bottom are 5-star reviews from customers who say they love the quality of these cards. When activists at the Crisis Action Center found out about this product, they were outraged, demanding Amazon to stop merchants from selling these products.
It's outrageous. Amazon should not be selling nothing like this. Amazon should be selling Black history because they're saying if you buy this card, you get special privilege. Nobody is special privilege in this country. We're all equal, and we've come a long way from that, and we need to continue to stand by that. So we're going to fight until it's down, and we're going to be able to show them what the power of the people matters if it is not down immediately.
Now, these activists say they've reached out to Amazon but haven't heard back. They've also filed a complaint with the New York City Commission on Human Rights. In East New York, Cecilia Hua, News 12.
All right, Cecilia, thank you. Now, we did reach out to Amazon as well for a comment. We'll let you know when we...
Yeah, so that is what these so-called civil rights activists are fighting for, right? they're fighting for Amazon to take down prank gifts, right? That's what they're fighting for. Okay, they're not fighting against the fact that at least 5 people were shot to death within 48 hours during Black History Month, right? You didn't hear anything about that. You didn't have no news clips about, these activists saying, hey, you know what? We demand an end to this violence. And if it doesn't end, then we're going to do such and such and such, right? You don't hear that. And that's not to say that that's not happening, right? Because there obviously are people that are fighting against this stuff. But I'm just saying, I think that New York City has much bigger issues than a meme from Amazon, because that is what this is. This is a meme, okay? And the joke went over these people's heads, okay? Because this is not literal, right? This is not a card that gives some type of privilege, right? Like it gives power to somebody just because they have this card. That's not how it works. It is a meme. It is mocking the leftist idea of white privilege, which is something that comes from the left. That's what they perpetuate. This idea that just because you're white, you have some type of special privilege, you get access to certain resources that everybody else don't have. Like, that's an idea that's perpetuated by the left. And this card, kind of like my racist mug here, you can get it at the merch store if you want, mocks that idea, right? It mocks leftist ideas, right? And the things they perpetuate. Okay, so if these people want to be upset and mad, they need to be mad at the left for perpetuating the idea that people have certain types of privileges based off their race. Because again, this card is not something that literally does that. And I think that these people think that people buying this card as a way to literally say or to give themselves some type of privilege, right? That's not necessarily what this is, okay? Just like there are also race cards up here, right? Official race card. It's hilarious. I mean, this is funny stuff. It's like Scott Freeman, right? 100% oppressed. Okay, I think that these guys, these activists, they need to go get one of these cards, right? Because that's what they sound like right now. Okay, they sound like they need an official race card. They're oppressed, and they got a problem with everything. Okay. So, like I said, man, I just find it hilarious how, in light of them protesting this card, they're also admitting that white privilege is not a thing. They're saying that nobody has any privilege in this society, right? Nobody should have any special privileges over anybody else. Okay, so good. You're admitting that white privilege is not a thing. That's what you're admitting. That's what you're saying. Okay, that's what you're saying when you say that. So again, I just find that to be hilarious, the admission there from these so-called civil rights activists. But the real point here is that people's priorities are so out of line. How do you even have time to protest something like this? Why is this even like a news thing? Okay, it shouldn't even be news. Amazon can sell prank gifts, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the Hodge twins were selling it, right? That's the first time I heard about it. The Hodge twins were selling this. They're black. They were selling these cards. Okay, so I mean, these guys being so upset, it's like you haven't done your basic research on these cards, and you don't really even understand what they're saying. You don't even understand it, right? But you're out here protesting it like it has any kind of material effect on anybody's life. Okay, nobody's life is being negatively affected by this. Nobody's being killed by it. Nobody's being hurt by it. So I really don't understand. And it's just embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Okay, that you have people on the left, civil rights activists, now protesting memes. Okay, but hey, like I said, I think that's just more evidence that the demand for racism is much greater than the actual supply, right? Because if there was so much stuff to do out here, these civil rights activists, the race stuff that they love to chase, if it was so much of that out there, I don't think they would have time for little petty prank gifts on Amazon. But hey, it is what it is. This is a story. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.